So hello again. I know it's been a long time, but I just wanted to start doing these tutorials to show you how I get some of my braided hairstyles or my protective styles. So what you see now is me prepping for the Senegalese twists. Now the way that I'm going to be doing these twists is very flat, so they're not bulky. And as you can see, I have the rack, which I'll link in the description. And then the next clip, you're going to see all the products that I use: the setting spray or the mousse, the oil sheen, the oil shine and jam, and my combs and clips. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, I'm just taking a rough part that I created and putting shine and jam over top of that so that I can use my rat tail comb to be more precise once I part. So I'm gonna do this and then grab the section of hair and show you how I install that section of hair to the first braid. So now I've taken one of the sections of hair from the braiding rack and I'm just going to begin to braid. So once you're done braiding, and I would say about 8 to 10 strokes down, because the braids are slim, you want to get a good grip without ripping out your hair. So you want to braid down about 8 to 10 times, and then you want to take that middle section and split it in half. So your hair should land between the two pieces of braiding hair. And then you want to put some shine and jam on there to make sure that it's smooth. And once you put the shine and jam onto your hair, you want to twist the two pieces as you two-strand twist. So this will make sense once you see it here. But if you can see, I'm twisting them as I twist down. This is what really defines the Senegalese twist. So you just want to continue to do that. Now at this point, I like to make sure that I define the middle part of my head, only because it helps me space out each row evenly. So if I don't do this, sometimes I'll end up with a row in the middle of my head and it's hard to part and do styles. So you just want to section this out to make sure you have it defined before you continue to go, so you can space out each row. Alright, so I wanted to go ahead and insert a clip from a different angle so that you could see a couple of things. The first being that the parts in the back are not as neat as the ones up front, and that's on purpose because it's very hard for me to part in the back holding or trying to balance and look in mirrors. Now, knotless braids, when I do those, that's a completely different story. I will make sure that those parts are, for the most part, very neat in the back of my head because their parts are a lot more visible with knotless. But as you can see, I'm going to keep working until I get to that middle part that I previously created, and then I'll start from the opposite side next to my ear like I did previously. Alright, so now I have finally reached the ends, and I'm just going to trim those scraggly hairs at the end so that they're smooth and they don't get tangled. And then I'm going to go ahead and use these pink perm rods to curl the ends. Once I've rolled them all, I'm going to dip them in boiling water, take them down, and then finish off the braids. Alright, so now it's time to finish off the braids. I'm going to be using the Shine and Jam Mousse. My bottle was pretty much empty, so I was getting all the liquid at the bottom, but it still worked. So I'm using that, and then I'm going to follow up with my Mizani oil sheen, and then I'm going to use the Curls Dynasty organic oil blend to oil my scalp. And we're pretty much done after that. So I actually didn't film the finished product with my camera like as a vlog per se, so I just inserted some clips of some good times with family and friends, and you can see how I styled it differently, and yeah, so that pretty much sums up the video. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I absolutely love these braids, or these twists I should say. They're super easy to do, light on the edges, and very lightweight. So until next time, take care.